This provider of mobile data platforms and services. We're a cloud-based technology provider that enables multi-channel communications over mobile and social. And we service approximately 100 blue-chip organisations in about 72 countries worldwide. We're from Hyderabad, so we were founded in Hyderabad in 2003. We've got offices in India, Dubai, London, Athens, and we've just opened an office in Atlanta in the US. At the heart of what we do, let me skip on. Yeah. There we go. Great, thank you. At the heart of what we do is our Da Vinci platform, which over the last 10 years has been developed with our clients to deliver solutions in three main areas, and that's delivering revenue for our clients and our customers, for using the platform to talk and engage to your customers through our CRM product suite, and also to integrate our technology into sort of organisations and businesses' processes to make them more efficient, and to use social and mobile to help their clients and their customers. There's an example of some of our sort of customer base at the bottom there. I don't know if you guys can see that. In 2005, London was awarded the Olympics. And London and its media partner, the BBC, embarked on a journey over the next 7 years to bring a fantastic Olympic Games to London. IMImobile were lucky to be part of that journey with the BBC. We've been providing the BBC with an audience engagement platform since about 2004. Back then, the audience could only engage with a TV show via and interact via SMS and voice. Twitter did not exist back in 2005 when London won the Olympics. We work with the BBC on a set of flagship different shows: the Radio 1 Breakfast Show, The Voice, Match of the Day. These are all big shows that I'm sure that you would have heard of here as well. Even today on the Radio 1 Breakfast Show, Nick Grimshaw would read out our short code at about 6:45 a.m. So his listeners could interact with him via text. And all of that content would come through IMImobile and would be created into a platform that the production team at the radio show can filter, can take the best of, can look at the listeners that interact with the show the most, and it can present all that back in a way through to the radio presenter that's very simple for him to see and view exactly what he wants to read out. So he doesn't get 10,000 different text messages, he doesn't get 10,000 different tweets, he only gets the ones that the production team think are relevant exactly for his show, and that's really, really important. As well as the BBC, we have worked with some of the other broadcasters, including Sky, and their primetime show, Got to Dance. And for Got to Dance, we helped them build a social wall, which was a fantastic solution where they were able to take all of the tweets going on, they were able to filter out all of the ones they didn't want to see, and they were able to bring all of these tweets to life in the show. And they were really able to use user-created content in a way that had not been done before. And it really bolstered the show, it gave a really impactful and visual layer to the show's editorial, and it really leveraged the show's social media following. And we developed that social wall with them and hosted and executed that in a live environment. And trying to do this kind of thing in a live environment is, I'm sure you can all imagine, extremely challenging. During the show's final, I think we managed probably about 30 to 40,000 Twitter and Facebook messages, and we delivered them to air in a fast-paced environment in real time, and create a really rewarding experience for the show and its audience. So, the London Olympics, by 2012, the digital world had considerably changed. And now audiences and customers had multiple different channels to interact with broadcasters and shows. I think by now Twitter had arrived and Facebook had become the major social platform, especially in Europe, for social groups to share and like information. And broadcasters were really starting to use this new technology in a way that they hadn't seen before. So in this example here, we're really the presenters engaging with an iPad. The tweets are coming up at the bottom of the shows, SMS messages are coming up at the bottom of the show, and the questions are being asked live. And here's Mark Cavendish being asked a question, and he was, he's part of the British cycle team, or the Team GB British cycle team. And in the run-up to the Games, we had the fantastic opportunity of having 2 work passes to the Olympic Park. 2 of our managed services team were deployed on site, and they were there to work with the production team backstage, and they were there to work with the TV presenters to actually make sure that all of this technology was working in the live environment for them. And that was really a fantastic experience for our team to do so. I'm going to try a video next, so let's see if this works. But if I explain what's happening first of all. So in the short video, you'll see how Jake Humphries, one of the presenters for the BBC, was interacting, and this is so cool, he was interacting with an Xbox and receiving our live Twitter feeds, and he was able to manage them in one go. So let's see if this works.
In the Olympics. But let's talk about our British athletes today. Laura Waitman, who's running in the 1500 metres, she's made the final, and you can see what it means to her here. She says wow on Twitter today. Unbelievable feeling to have made that final. Thanks to everyone. She can't wait to get back out there on Friday. Kerry-Anne Payne, of course, she finished 4th today in the open water swim, and she really just wanted to come on Twitter, I think, and say the crowd were brilliant and to thank everybody for their support. And I think the important line there is 4th in the world. That's the thing to remember about these Olympic Games. It's still an amazing achievement for her. Andy Turner struggled in the 110-metre hurdles, couldn't quite find his form. However, he's still enjoying his Olympic experience. Good to meet the JLS boys last night. Karaoke was a right laugh. I wonder which JLS song they sung. And finally, Liam Phillips. Now, I don't know whether you saw the action on the BMX track today, but it was brutal. Crash after crash. But Liam Phillips kept himself out of real trouble despite having a broken collarbone just 10 weeks ago, something like that. He's had an operation on it, yet he was competing today and he made it through to the semi-final. So there you go, a few nice messages from our British athletes today. And it's a day that once again we've started to lift a few gongs. Because
Okay, so you can really see how technology was embraced by the BBC as part of the Olympics. Not only are they relying on Twitter and social commentary to provide content for their TV show, and using social and media to create the content for the show and to have a conversation around it, but Jake has also embraced the technology where he's trying to swipe like an iPad live on TV, and that's absolutely fantastic. So I think we were very, very proud to be part of that. In 2008, the previous Olympics, social was really just starting, but the 2008 Olympics didn't really have any social interaction. So there was no official integration with any of the main broadcasters or any of the Olympic sites. But by 2012, that had all changed, and it was clear that social was going to be a key driver for the Olympics. And just having the ability to hear directly from people like Usain Bolt and Michael Phelps to exactly what they're thinking in moments before they're just about to race and swim, I think was really, really brought the Games to life, and was absolutely fantastic. So the Olympics had a really big impact on the followers that these Olympians had, but also had a big impact on how the broadcasters interacted with their audience. And now I just sort of want to move forward and talk about how the same can be applied to businesses and to different organisations. Social media was clearly a winner, but over the past 12 months we've seen the same have a same dramatic impact on businesses and enterprises. If your customer has a problem or is unhappy with your business, they no longer get frustrated sitting on a call centre phone line. They take to Twitter straight away. If a customer is delighted by an offer and they tweet about it, then you want to be on top of that. You want to be in a situation where you can retweet that and make the most out of that. PR. In both of these situations, the conversation needs to be managed by that organisation to really realise the full business benefits and potential of it. In that first example where the customer's unhappy, the conversation needs to be managed quickly, and that customer issue needs to be resolved. And then not only that, but we talked about taking the conversation offline a minute ago, but the final point for it that I think someone made was that you need confirmation from that customer that he was happy with the outcome, and the outcome has been met satisfactorily to his demands, because that's the bit that's most important, that at the end you're showing that that customer is happy at the end of the process, and he's going to make a noise about that, and that's the nirvana for businesses. So listen to all customers, but really contextualize what they're saying. So are they saying good stuff about you, or are they saying bad stuff about you? And if they're saying bad stuff about you, are they really one of your customers? So how can you identify that that customer is really one of yours as well? They could just be online making lots of noise because other people are making noise. They might not be people you really, really care about. So how can you bring their social and their kind of Twitter handles into your CRM system so you can understand exactly who they are, and then take advantage of the fact that a loyal customer of yours really needs handling really well, and someone who's maybe just making a lot of noise about you should just be managed appropriately. Yeah. And equally, those success stories and happy customers should be retweeted about. So, how can I help with these challenges? Firstly, DaVinci Social is our multi-channel customer engagement platform, and I'm proud to say that we're launching that this week in Social Media Week. So if you will have a look in the bags you've got, there's all some information on what we're providing. Through the platform, you can listen to the conversation, you can contextualize the messages that are coming in, so you can understand lots and lots of different things. On the feeds that we provide in, you can understand whether they're the different gender of the person that's tweeting. You can understand the sentiment of the conversation that's coming in. You can understand quite quickly if it's positive or negative they're saying about you. And I think these things are really, really important to work out how you kind of manage these conversations. You can respond to groups or individuals. So if a lot of people are saying the same thing, you can handle them and manage those in one go. You can refer messages. You can republish messages. So you can post them on, and you can then put them onto your website, or you can put them onto another channel, or you can you can take those and manage those elsewhere. And most importantly, on the platform, you can report everything that's going on, so you can really see what's going on in your social media world. And the key thing here, I'm not sure how well you can see at the top, but you can see it much clearer in the brochure. But you can manage lots and lots of different conversations at once. So a broadcaster can have lots and lots of different conversations going on at once. Individuals within that organisation can be looking out for different things as well. So just explaining this from the pack in a little bit more detail, but the platform is really multi-channel. So we don't just talk about Twitter, Facebook. Instagram is in the product. We're looking at Pinterest, but also SMS. And I think SMS is really, really important, because the multi-channel capability is essential. Why alienate any of your customers? We've got data that proves that when a broadcaster promotes the SMS on air, then social engagement across the board really proliferates. And because customers aren't all socially enabled as well, so you need to consider those that are just familiar with SMS and use SMS as their core channel. So SMS needs to be a key part of your social offering as well. Audience profiling, so the ability to understand whether that customer is saying good or bad things about you. The ability to manage that content and curate that content and moderate it in a good manner. But also, we offer the multi-language capability, being a global organisation. On top of that, we offer a pretty cool presenter tablet for broadcasters, so really the presenters can manage that content live on air as well, and this application operates in a high broadcast environment. And it's all integrated together, so it all works as one. Now, I suppose just a few 5 takeaways from IMImobile we just wanted to give to yourselves from the event. And it's really, number one we see as be inclusive. Don't alienate your audience. Think all channels, not just social, is really important. Know your audience. Try and avoid, if it doesn't feel right around social, don't do it. If you're going to say a message and you really don't think it's going to be the right message or it's going to be well received, then really stop and rethink about that message. Stay relevant. Make sure the content is relevant. I think if don't lie to your customers. Really give them the solution to the problem that they're having. Because if you do lie, they'll see straight through it, and before long that will proliferate and it will get even worse. So be honest with them and give them the solution to the problem that they're having. Plan. So think about this well in advance. I'm sure you've got the right channel set up to promote that content in the right places. Whether that's through kind of the website, different graphics packages, or through a second screen capability. And I think most importantly as well is, we sort of back it up, but what we're saying here is that, make sure that you get the right product. Some of these web-based products are just not fit for purpose, and you've really, especially in a broadcast environment, it's really, really important to have a system that have all of the high availability capabilities that your organisation needs. And that's it from me. All right. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Mr. Alex. Thank you, Mr. Alex.